Yo, what is going on YouTube? I am Germ here. In this video today, I have 6 tips for you guys on how to grow on YouTube in 2021. Obviously on the last day of 2020, I thought it was a great time to kind of look back at my YouTube journey so far, my YouTube career, and think of what the key takeaways have been. What are the main things that helped me not only get to this point, but hopefully will help me continue to grow going forward. Yes, I have 5,000, almost 5,500 subscribers or whatever. I'm not the biggest channel by any means. I'm not, the end goal for very many people, but there are a ton of people who reach out to me all the time saying, hey, I want to get started on YouTube. Hey, I want to learn how to grow on YouTube. Hey, I can't figure out how to get views on YouTube videos or whatever. And obviously I have been able to do some of that. So I think there is some things that I have learned over this course of this last year, the past 12, 13 months of myself posting, hundreds of videos where I can help somebody get their YouTube channel off the ground if that is something they want to do headed into the new year, headed into 2021. But also I know I can look back, and if I was able to talk to myself a year ago, I know I could have helped myself have an even more successful 2020. So again, in this video, we have 6 tips we're going to be going over that can hopefully help you learn from what I've done, what I've learned, and how to grow a channel of your own in 2021, because I think that would be an awesome New Year's goal, New Year's resolution, whatever. But before we get into that, I just want to mention real quick, if you're not already subscribed, definitely click that subscribe button really quick. It's fast, it's free, it's easy. I would appreciate it a ton, and it really does help my channel out. Again, we're closing in on 5,500 subscribers fast. That is definitely going to be the goal headed into early 2021. Hopefully we just keep going on up from there. Also, if you enjoy my content, if you enjoy anything that we do on this channel, make sure you drop a like on this video, because it does help me out a ton as well. Helps me out the YouTube algorithm, all that good stuff. With that being said, here we go, talking about how to grow on YouTube in 2021. So I know the title says I got 2.5 million views or whatever in 2020, but when we take a look at my stats for my channel, it's actually 2.434 million views. So hey, we got clickbait a little bit, but hey, that's what you gotta do. I wanted to give it a nice clean number. We're so close to 2.5 million views, and we're gonna be hitting that shortly, hopefully very early on in 2021. But again, I started posting videos in December of 2019, so 12, 13 months later, whatever, I've gotten 2.5 million views. And no, that's not the most insane. I didn't have the best year or anything like that, but I grew a channel from scratch to 5,500 subscribers, and I learned a ton along the way. I have a ton of information to share with you guys. So with that being said, let's just get right into it. Because again, if it is your guys' goal to start a successful YouTube channel, to start growing, to start making money on this platform, to start just making videos that you're passionate about, but also reaching an audience, I know that I can for sure help you out in doing that. So here we go. Here is my list of 6 things, starting out at number 1. It might sound silly, but the biggest tip I can give to anybody is post videos. So often people are like, hey man, my YouTube channel just isn't doing very good. I can't get off the ground, or I just want to start a YouTube channel and I can't figure out how, blah, 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 blah. And all I can tell anyone at the beginning is you need to post videos. And again, that sounds silly, it sounds so obvious, whatever, but there is almost none, very few channels that people have sent me or wanted me to look at or whatever, where I can look at a channel that's not doing well and it has a ton of videos posted, that you have 40, 50, 60, 100 videos posted and you still haven't had any videos do well. Posting videos is so good in so many ways. One, at the beginning, you're going to just need to learn a ton. You're going to need to practice and get better. Each video you post, you're getting better at speaking, you're getting better at creating content, you're getting better at making titles, making thumbnails, just making things that people want to care about. And you're also just learning what does well on YouTube, what doesn't do well on YouTube. There's so much to learn, but also you need to have a catalog of content for people to want to check out your channel, for people to want to subscribe to you and stuff like that. Say you do have a video that does well, that starts to get some views, and somebody really likes you and they want to check out more of your content, they want to watch more of your videos. If you have 2 videos, if you have 3 videos, they can't go and sit there and binge through a ton of your content and stuff. Like people go and watch TV for hours. People watch their favorite show on Netflix for 4, 5, 6 hours straight. If you have 20 minutes of content, 1, you're not getting people to stick around. 2, you're not getting people to enjoy a bunch of your content. And then 3, people don't know if you're just inconsistent, if you don't post, or just whatever. So again, posting videos is the biggest thing. When I first started out, I was posting a couple times a week and my channel was doing fine. I did pretty well right off the rip. I knew what I was doing. I had good ideas. And the videos were bad, but I was posting. I was posting a couple videos a week. I was staying consistent with it, and sometimes I wouldn't get views. I've had videos get as little as 17 views. It would have been so easy to stop and quit when I got 17 views on a video, because that's nothing. But I kept going. I kept posting videos. Then eventually, months later, I started posting more, 5-6 times a week. Then a couple months later, I started posting daily. Then a couple months later, here we are, where I'm posting multiple videos a day. And every step of the way, my channel has done better and better. Each video is a chance for you to blow up. And every time you post a video, that's another chance for you to get views, for you to get seen, for you to get your name out there, and to add to your catalog of content. YouTube wants people to consume a ton of content. The more content you have out there, the more chances you have of getting a video to go big, getting a video to go viral, getting a video to blow up. If I post 500 videos in a year and you post 10 videos in a year, I had a lot more chances to get some views. I had a lot more chances to blow up. I had a lot more chances to get seen by audiences. Now, if you post 10 videos a year and they're extremely high quality, perfect thumbnail, perfect title, people are loving it, hey, that's fine, great, go for it, more power to you. But for most people, they're gonna post a lot of bad videos, especially at the beginning. They're gonna be low quality, and they're gonna need to learn. So hey, get out there and post videos. Try it. Post like 10 videos, post like 15 videos, post like 20 videos, and then evaluate things. Don't post one video, have it get a couple of views, and then give up. Because again, it's going to be hard to start at the beginning. You have no subscribers, you have no viewership. YouTube has no reason to show your content to people. But don't give up. Keep posting videos. Number 2 is going to be title and thumbnail. Now, this might be hard for a lot of people to hear, and a lot of people don't understand this. Title and thumbnail, especially at the beginning of a new YouTube channel, title and thumbnail are more important than the content in the video. If you post a great video that you put a ton of time and effort into, you edited it for hours and days, and you just put so much time and work, and the video is honestly even high quality, but it has a terrible title, a terrible thumbnail, you have no subscribers, it's not going to get views. But you could post a very, very bad video. There are shit posts out there, and just bad videos that get a ton of views because they have an interesting title, a searchable title, and a great thumbnail that catches somebody's eye. I see it all the time where people are like posting one video a week or one video every 2 weeks or one video a month because they're like, oh yeah, well, I don't really have time to edit a bunch because I have school or I have work or my job or my family or my kids or just whatever, or I play sports. There's a million excuses. So they put all this time and effort, and then finally, 2 weeks later, they finally get ready to post their video, and it gets no views. And again, that's very, very discouraging. Title and thumbnail matter more than your content. Spend a lot of time thinking about what is a title that is going to get people to come to my channel? What is a title that is going to rank in searches? What is a title that is going to catch people's attention, get them to click on my stuff, and what thumbnail accompanies that well? Because in the end, especially at the beginning of your channel, title and thumbnail is the only way you're going to get views. If you have a good title and a good thumbnail, you can have the best content in the world. No one is going to see it unless you do the things to catch their attention, unless you do it right. So I would focus more at the beginning of streamlining your content, finding ways to post consistent videos with good titles and thumbnails rather than spending hours and hours and hours on end trying to make the best video in the world, even though, most likely at the beginning, nobody is going to see it. It's going to take you weeks, months, 10s, 20s, hundreds of videos before you really start to establish an audience. And again, that might suck, but it is part of the grind and it's part of the fun of growing and learning and everything. You need to fall in love with making the content, not necessarily with getting the numbers and views and stuff. Next up on this list, I have number 3. You are good enough. So many people love content creation, whether it be like Instagram or YouTube or TikTok or whatever, but they think, who am I? Like, how am I going to make content that people are going to care about? Like, why would anyone want to watch me? Like, for video games, they're like, oh, I suck at video games. Or for working out, they're like, oh, I'm not, the most jacked dude in the world. Or for sports, oh, I suck at sports. Or I'm not good at talking. Or for jokes, like, I'm not funny or whatever. I promise you are good enough to get popular on any social media, and you are good enough to have a successful YouTube channel. If you look out there, there is somebody at whatever your thing is, worse at it than you, less interesting than you, less funny than you, less talented than you, with a successful YouTube channel, with a channel that gets views, with a channel with a ton of subscribers. Anyone can do it if you do these things right, because in the end, you are going to get better at these things over time as you continue to learn and grow. So don't worry so much about, am I the best person in the world at this? Am I the most qualified person in the world? Whatever. Just focus on, how can I make good, entertaining content that people will want to watch? for anything. You don't need to be the best in the world. You don't need to be the most knowledgeable in the world, because again, as you begin to post, because again, we're going to be posting consistent videos, you will learn more, you will grow more, and over the course of months and years, because again, YouTube is a long game. Over the course of months and years, you can develop a ton of views. That's how you're going to make a ton of money on this platform. That's how you're going to grow a big channel on this platform. It's not going to happen in a week or a month. So again, whatever you are passionate about, whatever you want to create content about, you are definitely good enough. You just need to start doing it. And by doing it, you'll put in a ton of time, hours, and practice, and you'll learn. You'll educate yourself. You'll become way more knowledgeable just over making content over time. And then eventually, you will start to become an authority on something. You will start to be good enough at something. But again, everyone has this thing where they're like, who am I? Whatever. I'm a guy in my, bedroom making videos, and if I do the things right, people are going to find them. People are going to watch them. And again, I'm learning things all the time. I'm getting better all the time. I promise, whatever you want to make content about, you should go out and do it, because you are definitely good enough. There is somebody out there that would love to watch it, love to learn from you, or just learn along with you as you continue on your journey, getting better at whatever you're doing or learning whatever you're doing, and just getting your name out there a little bit. It's an awesome, fun way, and there's literally no risk. Worst case, you don't get any views, or maybe you end up not being good enough or whatever, but you're definitely good enough to at least try, to at least get going. And again, there is people out there with millions of subscribers on YouTube who people are like, how? That makes no sense. How does anyone watch them? Whatever. So you can do it too. The next tip I have is going to be watch content. This is a kind of an underrated one. I think one that's really, really important is that whatever you're trying to do, again, if you want to get big on YouTube, if you want to get big on Instagram, TikTok, whatever, if you want to get big on YouTube, you have to watch YouTube videos for a couple of reasons. One, you need to know what is going on right now, and whatever subject you're going to be talking about or whatever you want to be making videos about, you need to see what are the big people doing. How did the big people get there? How did they go from being a small to a medium-sized channel? How'd they go from being a medium to a big-sized channel? What kind of content works right now? What is kind of the YouTube meta? Is it long videos? Is it short videos? Is it highly edited videos? Is it not very edited videos? Is it just long, stream highlights or whatever? What is the trend at the moment? How can you follow it? How can you ride it? Another great thing I like to do is taking a look at small channels who have had 1 or 2 videos just really blow up. Because again, if a small channel has had a video blow up, they must have done something really, really right, because it is much harder for a small channel to get like 100,000 views or 1 million views or whatever. And you take a look at what they were able to do to get a ton of views. Maybe you can replicate that in your own content or in your own videos or something in some type of way. Or maybe there's maybe that's a new topic that's on the rise that you want to kind of talk about and put your own spin on. And it can really be an awesome way to get great content ideas, video ideas, title, thumbnail ideas, and just learn. To make good YouTube videos, you need to know what's going on YouTube. You need to know what works on YouTube. And you just need to love content and content creation in general. Again, most great YouTubers, most great YouTube content creators take in a ton of content, and it can really help you learn and grow. Another thing that's actually interesting to do as well, if there's some guy that you don't like maybe, but he's really popular and he has a ton of views and has a ton of subscribers, checking out that stuff sometime to figure out, even though I don't like this and I don't get it, how is he able to do so well? Because for whatever reason, somebody likes this. For whatever reason, this content is working. And again, even from the people you don't like, there is sometimes stuff that you can learn. But you need to be taking in content. You need to be watching. Again, if you want to grow on Twitch, watch a bunch of Twitch streams. If you want to grow on Instagram, look at a bunch of Instagram posts. Look at how people are blowing up. Look at how people are doing it. And it doesn't necessarily mean copy them one for one, but maybe you want to put a little twist on it. Maybe you want to post similar type stuff. Maybe there's something you can take away to add to your content in some way that can really, really help you out in the end. And I know that's helped me out a ton. It's something that I'm constantly doing, partly for fun because I enjoy watching content, but partly again because I want to learn. I want to see how I can take my content to the next level. And there is a million videos posted a day. There's always something you can be learning. There's always somebody doing something a little bit better, a little bit different. And yeah, there's those opportunities out there. So make sure you are taking in a lot of content. It can really, really help out your channel. Next up is searches. This is so big. At the beginning, when you have no subscribers and you post a video, YouTube is not sending that to anybody. YouTube is not sending it out to any of your subscribers. Maybe you're getting on like some home pages and stuff every once in a while. I don't really know how. But at the beginning, most of your views are going to have to come from searches in one way or another, unless you have a social media following somewhere else, or unless you randomly have a video blow up on a social media or whatever. Most of the views you're going to get are from searches. So you need to know what is hot at the moment right now in whatever subject you are doing. And there's a lot of ways to do this. One, is just being in the know of whatever's going on, you know, posting about current events and recent topics in whatever topic you're talking about. Because if it's new information, if it's something new that people are hot and talking about right now, it's probably something they're searching for, and it's probably something you can make a YouTube video about and get views. Another way is seeing what's trending on different social medias, Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, whatever. If things are blowing up on that, there's probably a desire for that content. There's probably a lot of people searching for it. And another way is Google Trends. Google actually has a website where you can see what people are Google searching and YouTube searching, and you can see what's trending at the moment, what's trending down, what's trending up, what you should maybe make your videos about. Because again, at the beginning, when you're not getting a ton of views from subscribers, from homepages, whatever, searches are an awesome way. If you're ranking high in Google searches or high in YouTube searches, that is an awesome way for you to get views. Now, you do need to be careful, because if it is blown up too much, then the search is going to be really competitive, and you're going to be ranked so low down to the bottom that it's not even going to matter. So you need to find the sweet spot of a new topic that's not super competitive, but is getting enough searches to where you can rank towards the top, but also enough people are still searching it to where you can actually still get some views and some eyeballs on your content. Now, that is a little bit tough, but again, you're going to post videos, you're going to try it out, and you're going to see what works. And then once you start to rank high in searches, if you have a good title, good thumbnail, you posted some content for it, then you can really start to snowball. You can really start to get some views, even with 0 subscribers. Because again, all these big channels out there, at one point, they started out with 0 subscribers. And there's a million ways to start getting views at the beginning. But again, searches are a great way. Know what people are searching for at the time. Know what people are looking for. Give them another opportunity to get to your channel somehow. Because again, once you have 1 million subscribers, it gets a little easier. You post a video, it gets sent out to 600,000 people or 1 million people, or however many, you know, percent of your subscribers it goes out to. But when you got 0, you need to find a way for YouTube to be showing your content to people. Ranking and trending searches is a really awesome way to do that. And again, all that information's out there. You can find out what's trending. There's a ton of ways to do it. And now the 6th and final tip that I have for you guys is milk it. Eventually, if you post videos, if you have good titles and thumbnail, if you understand that you are good enough and give people, if you have that confidence that shows people that you know what you're talking about and you deserve to be watched and you're making good content, if you've been watching content and knowing what's going on, knowing what's working, if you're abusing searches, eventually you're going to have a video that does well. And you know, well is very relative. It's very subjective. Maybe that's 1,000 views. Maybe it's 10,000. Maybe it's 100,000. Maybe it's 1 million. You're going to have a video that does very well. You need to milk it. All the big YouTubers do it. Everyone who's blown up on YouTube does it. You have a video that does well, you do it again. And if that does well, you do it again. And if that does well, you do it again. And if they keep doing well, then that turns into your channel. And then you just have a channel that's doing well, and then you blow up. But if you do it, you know, once or twice and they do well, then they start to do not so good, then you stop. You know, if something stops working, you don't have to keep doing it just because it worked once. Then then it might be a little discouraging, but then you need to figure out what's going to work next. But while something's hot, while something's working, while the YouTube algorithm is in your favor, milk it. Keep doing it. I know people are, you know, afraid of like, oh, I don't want to overuse content, or I don't want to keep doing the same thing, or I don't want to beat a dead horse or whatever. Well, people watch that video for a reason, and there's a chance that they just really like that content. There's a chance that they would want to watch more of it. There's a chance that they would come back to your channel and maybe subscribe, or maybe just watch all your videos, or all your videos on that content or that subject or whatever, if you did more of it. And there's a chance that if you keep doing videos like that, the YouTube algorithm will continue to push your videos, continue to push your channel, and you will continue to grow. So don't be afraid to make similar type videos to ones that you have done in the past if they have done well. Continue to ride the wave, continue to follow that success, and again, eventually, you'll figure out what works and what doesn't. And again, don't beat a dead horse. Once it's dead, once it dies, once it doesn't work, stop doing it. But while it's working, get everything out of that you can, because that is something that all YouTubers do. All the big YouTubers have done really successfully, and something you need to do as well if you want to continue to grow, get bigger on YouTube, and grow your audience in 2021. But that is pretty much it for this video today, guys. Definitely drop a like if you enjoyed it. Leave a comment down below. What do you think about anything that I talked about in this video? Is there a tip that stood out to you? Is there something you think I missed on? What tips have you learned from in 2020, or that you're going to continue to use in 2021? I would love to hear your guys' thoughts and opinions on anything we talked about. I'm always looking to learn. I know you guys have valuable information and stuff that I can learn from as well, and that could be really great for me, or just maybe even somebody else out there in the community that checks out the comment section. Definitely subscribe to stay up to date on all my latest content. Drop a like on this video if you did enjoy it, if you learned anything, or if it just helped you out in any way. I would appreciate that a ton. Hopefully I catch you guys in the next one, but until then, Peace.